No, I don't know who'd be good for guest character. Pinhead, maybe? I don't even know that. I've never even watched that movie, but people say he's cool, so I'd be down for that. Adrax, good games yesterday, man. Natara would be cool. Natara would be really cool. Let me know if the volumes... I've never done a watch party before, so if the volume's too low or too high, overwhelming, just let me know. I can adjust it. Sakayo! That's a little quiet. Okay, I'll turn it up.
The Kombat Kast starts now.
Alright, let me know how that is. Well, I have to move my...
All right, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the Kombat Cast for the Joker.
Woo!
I know you guys have all seen the trailer and seen all the social around it and everything. Everybody's excited about seeing the Joker. A very brutal new version of the Joker that we're all excited about. Before we get started, I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studio. Beside me, I have
Stephanie Brombach, Senior QA Analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, CEO of Jade Army. Hashtag Jade Army.
Okay. We didn't talk about that before.
What's the matter?
Behind the power station, as usual, is our
Right?
good
I was just
friend,
saying that, Sakayo.
Mr. John Anderson.
It's me, producer, John Anderson.
Jandy Man can.
There we go.
Boom.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about the Joker. That's going to be the major point, the thesis of the show today. Before we get started, though, a couple things. I know that we did put out a patch prior to releasing the Joker that had some nice fixes, some balance, a few little balance things, but also just some stuff. For instance, added some new brutalities people can find.
Yes, including my favorite brutality in the game, which is a throwback
Whoa.
to one of my favorite classic fatalities.
And it's coming up, I believe, in one of the
Retros
the
here?
ones again.
Banned from
I
the
know what you're
NetherRealm
talking
chat?
about. We're not going to
Jeez.
say anything more about it.
We're done. We're done.
Because also, one of my favorites too.
Yes.
We also had fixed some augments that were not working correctly,
Or working as intended, or they weren't working.
When are we
as
going to get the third
designed.
augment spot?
They were
We
doing
don't
some
have that
bad
yet, do
stuff,
we?
And they were exploiting some stuff.
so not working correctly. Works.
Yeah.
Right. Fatal Blow armor startup.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest. So a lot of the balance stuff we wanted to do was the overall universal mechanics, like jump kicks, fatal blow, and stuff, rather than character changes, and that's a big one.
Now, there were a few of those as well, but
there's a couple, but
more mechanical stuff from the top end.
Yeah, with the armor, it now starts on the 8th frame instead of the 5th, which means it'll be a little bit easier to like poke out of stuff or not use it to go through gaps and strings and stuff like that. And I think through playing, like in the QA lab and all that, it's fairly noticeable. I think it'll actually come up.
For the people struggling with math, that's 3 more frames.
Thank you, Derek.
Which is funny to me because you hear about that and you don't really think that it's a huge thing. But like I was playing Comic League matches the other day with Jax, and I like to throw it out willy-nilly.
No, you
Really?
don't.
Yeah.
So you could have just said I play Jax.
No way, a Jax player
And
wants
I
to
did
throw it
it
out all
by
willy-nilly?
Yeah, that's one of those subtle little changes where at first
I wouldn't have banned you for that,
talking
Retro.
to Paulo about it, I'm like, I don't know.
Making a joke about
is
Johnny's
that
force balls?
really gonna make a difference? And then I started playing, and it's like, now I was playing Jade, and it gets interrupted, and I'm like, this was too much. Although they're ruinated. Yeah, so it's a small change, but I think it'll make just a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, I think I do like the change. Like a lot of like I like the change we made this time around. Awesome. So I mean, most important thing we got the Joker today.
Yeah, we got the Joker,
the
and
Joker.
from one of our Twitter peoples, the what do.
Oh, this is big. Oh, this is is a big one.
They asked when are the Kano and Scarlet Cold War skins coming?
Yeah, what happened to
They are
those?
coming very soon.
Yes, the Consigliero, Kano, and the Cold War.
They've already shown us the
Scarlet.
Cold
Yeah.
War
No
Scarlet.
date for
Give
you,
us the
but
Cold War
people
Scarlet.
Hit me up with that every day.
Oh,
They
yeah.
subtweet me in tweets that aren't even to anybody else, but I'll hear about those.
Tyler made it about himself somehow.
It happens to all of us. So those are coming very soon for everybody. Those are super awesome skins.
Yes.
Yes, the
So-
Scarlet one's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So keep your eyes open for those. Not going to give you an exact date.
Green Arrow's hood or what? Yeah.
Stephanie, let's talk Jade, not Jade.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, yeah.
Jade Army.
I
Here we are. CEO,
Jade.
what can I do for you?
I saw you all over there. I was like,
These guys have some pretty
Yeah.
good...
let's talk Joker.
This is exciting. One of the weird things is this is actually the 3rd iteration we've done of Joker.
Yes.
MK versus DC Universe, the Injustice series.
damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a design challenge to what do you do with this character? And I think one of the neat things is we are not beholden to a teen rating. Like Mortal Kombat is.
Okay,
very,
I
very
won't ban you
vulnerable.
for making jokes about
That
Johnny's
kind of
force
allows
balls,
us
but
to
I
do
will ban
stuff
you for
that
talking
we
shit
normally
about
wouldn't do.
pretzels.
But in
That's your
keeping
warning.
with comic violence, it's still very, very wacky.
And that's a really interesting point you bring up, because we're used to, like, we made Scorpion a bunch of times, Sub-Zero.
Right.
And Joker.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, finding out how to, and, I mean...
Making him fit inside of the Mortal Kombat universe, right?
and his
Yes.
and break out of his own universe, because he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I would say that we're going to see it here in a few minutes, but Joker definitely. I mean, it's a fun design.
I love
thing for
pretzels. Get
designers.
out of here. What's
To be like, well,
crazy.
This will probably work. No, that's too crazy. There's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's Joker. You can go nuts with this.
And
Yeah,
I think
like I don't like the straight
a
ones.
lot of
They
people
have to be in the
kinda
pretzel shape.
speculated that he would be like this grim, dark, ultra-violent, like grounded Joker.
Right.
And I'm sure that's something our designers and artists thought about, but he actually ended up being still it's violent but really wacky.
Yeah,
which I
he's-
love.
He is a great mixture of crazy and
Yeah.
wacky, right?
Yeah.
Like he is a really good mixture of it. Like his personality of being wacky comes through in some of the combos, but then you see the crazy where he kind of just beats you down with the cane. So I
Yes.
mean, it's a really great mixture in the design of this character.
Yeah, I think Stephanie put it best. We were talking before the show, kind of prepping for what we're going to talk about, and just a showman.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he
just-
seems to be having a lot of fun.
There's little jump kicks and things where there's just this like this Broadway flourish.
Yes.
That's really cool to watch. So, you know, we've said it many times. You know, like we work here and we work with these people. And we love these people, but like just the personality given to these characters. Every time we have a new character, like the personality. Like yes, they fight. Yes, they punch. Yes, yes, yes. But the way they move across the screen and just show real personality is awesome.
The way I would describe it is Joker seems to be putting on theater and all that, and the opponent, he seems to think the opponent's in on it too.
Yeah.
Like, aren't we having fun doing this show?
Like they're doing a
That's
stage
what
play.
He does with Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all a grand performance.
Yeah.
I like that way of
Let's
kind
actually
of
go to
looking
some
at it.
gameplay.
Let's do it. So, Joker actually uses a cane now.
Are they going
which,
to tell us what their tournament
Before he
variations
had
are?
weapons in Injustice, like his knife and his crowbar, but now he actually has a cane that he uses all the time. That's one of his gear pieces.
problem, sorry. The gameplay's really loud,
Okay.
and I couldn't turn it down.
Of course, he has a cane. He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
He is still.
He's a
gentleman.
gentleman.
And that is spelled with a K.
The big log ones you pretend were cigars when you're. I've never heard of cigar
How we doing-
pretzels.
how we doing on sound, John?
I'm gonna have to Google that.
I thought you were gonna say gentleman was spelled with a K, and I was like,
No.
where is the? No. All right.
Can you actually come back to us, John, real quick? A little technical difficulty. Go into the sound and just turn the masters down.
Okay.
So yeah, Joker.
Yeah.
Awesome. We got three. We're going to show the three variations today from
Yes.
Tournament.
We're just going to show the three tournament.
Okay, perfect.
We
Good.
did.
That was so
create
annoying when
some
they didn't do
loadouts
that
last night. Stephanie and
last
I
time.
worked on some neat loadouts. We have one that's the normal one, which we've shown. Then we have
Joker is a gay
a
gentleman.
dapper one,
Yes, which is my favorite.
which is where
love
I
it.
kind of figured out the Broadway thing from. And then we have
Weird.
just crazy weird.
Yeah.
So
Whoa. Yep.
well, we're good.
What? We're
Nothing.
good.
I was just.
Maybe it's an
I was
American
freaking
thing.
out.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I think
Switching game
I imagine it was something
One
that you
second,
get
one
at like a
second. Let's
circus or
get into the
something.
game here. So this is the first sort of. Oh, this is awesome. This is we're going to see this.
Oh.
Pulling the cane.
It loaded too fast.
It did, but he pulls the cane out of his pants. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, as I was saying, he uses his cane and he uses it in a lot of his normals. He has excellent range. Like the first move I want to show is his 4-2 string, where he actually, it's a high.
Yeah, it better be a high.
Okay. And it has awesome range and it's easy to hit confirm into a combo. It does really good damage, and this string actually has a crushing blow if it's a counter hit. So
Oh, okay.
that wasn't a counter hit.
Nice. Oh, got the
And so you can
dropsies.
see he gets a combo if it hits, which I can't hit because it's.
So, he's got great range and he's got flair as well. When
It's eliminated the jump punch. I like that.
Flair. When he's
Good
doing all
adaptation.
these combos as well. So you see like his hand flying back as long as
Yes.
like he's trying to perform something. So Jamie's trying to say something, but I have no
You gotta
clue.
talk in the mic. You can't split the difference.
4-2 Joker broke.
So yeah, moving on.
Did they do some
Technical
Delta Terminators
difficulties.
tournament
Let's take a quick
variations?
break.
All right.
Let's mute everything. We're going to come back. We have some sound issues going on. We're going to try to fix those real quickly, everybody. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about that. We're going to see what's going on.
Woo! Go NRS. Frick.
When he's got flair when he's doing all these combos as well. So you see like his hand flying back as long as
Yes.
like he's trying to perform something.
What are they? What happened? What did they do? Did they just
Jamie's
rewind the
trying to
stream?
say something, but I have
You
no
gotta
clue.
talk in the mic. You can't
Yeah.
split the difference.
Let's try it. Try it.
Must be a J player.
Moving on.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. Here
Let's
we
take a
go.
quick break. Let's mute everything. We're going to come back. We're gonna
I don't know
some
what
sound
happened
issues
here.
going on.
They
We're gonna
just
fix
kinda
those real
rewound their
quickly,
stream
everybody. So
somehow.
we'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about that. We're going to see what's going on.
I didn't touch anything. Did they loop it till it gets fixed? Oh no. Did they end the stream? The fuck is this? Okay, well. I'm here in practice mode. Maybe we could here's some Cetrion combos. Look at this. 211 damage. Oh my god, dog! I'm so happy to see you, man. I miss you in the Discord. I miss you a lot in the Discord. Please come back. Please come back. Look at that jump kick combo. 180 damage. Hey, check out this combo. We're going to put easy crushing blows on. How tall are you? Tall enough to party. Fuck yeah. I'd probably do a fun one with Shao Kahn, actually. I'm keeping an eye on the stream, by the way, just in case they start it again. We'll move back to it.
Shao Kahn. Sub-Zero.
Oh, Frostfight! I told you. Yes, that you did. You're right. Can't believe you dropped Fearless after some hours. I don't think it was even an hour.
Toasty.
Okay, here comes all the notifications. Once I switch back to the NetherRealm stream, they'll be off again. Easy crushing blows on. Listen. This is one of my favorite combos to hit. Ah, no.
All right. So there we go. I think we got
they're
some more
back.
sound
Hold on.
stuff figured out. Don't know what happened there. Sorry about that.
No clue.
Joker's trick.
I don't want to be the guy who says live TV, but yeah, that's where we are. All right, so let's go back to where we were.
Let's start over.
Yes.
So the first thing I'd like to talk about is this forward two. And
They still don't have game sound.
One of these two key moves that you're going to kind of
Alt
revolve
F4 to
your-
make the stream work? What?
It's a high, but it's pretty quick.
It's
and
got
the
great
range
reach.
is awesome. And you can easily hit confirm it into a special move,
Okay. Into the beatdown.
or on counter hit, you get a crushing blow, which leads to
Boom!
a combo opportunity.
Are you going to try for the jump kick? No, I didn't try for
So
the
I
jump
think
kick.
that is definitely from like the.
I'm on
mid
lunch.
range,
How this
is
looking so
running-
far? They literally
Okay.
just started.
The
This is
other
the
one
first thing
is
they've
really
shown.
good mid, and that is forward one. And
Where it
he
kind of
actually
throws money at you.
it's burning cards. I think.
Oh, I thought it was like cash because like that would be something Nick would do is just throw money at you.
Oh, I think you're right. That's money. That makes it even cooler. I never knew that.
Because he has no need for that.
No,
He doesn't care about material possessions.
You could just burn all the money.
Who is that
So
they
this is
pulling out of a
mid. It
wheelchair?
ends in a low. It's relatively safe. It has pushback.
It's a mid. Okay, it doesn't seem to have a lot of range. That's good.
This special move is an overhead. So
Bird Boy beatdown?
yeah, a high risk mix up would be you go into the overhead, and then when you've conditioned them, you can go into the low.
So this is the first. If you are a tournament player, this is the first tournament variation.
Yes.
What would you, if you were to give this whole version of Joker a name? What kind of version is this?
A little bit of zoning, and then a lot of mix-ups.
Okay.
And yeah, this is a really fast mix.
It's an
I think
Arkham
it's
inmate.
awesome.
He dressed up as
Like,
himself or something.
why
Oh, okay.
would you not do this move?
Yeah, okay. Maybe the wheelchair from
Like,
Injustice 2.
Another one.
What
That you
do
can
use for all
throw?
those?
Why not?
There, why not?
But
moves?
why not?
Yep.
His jab string, I think, is really good. He has a couple of options from it. Like, he can actually get a combo.
Boom, boom, boom. Bam.
He can go into an overhead.
Okay, they've got some
or he
game
can
sound
go
now.
into this ender that keeps them standing. And this is awesome to me because it looks exactly like his throw.
Oh, so it's kind of tricky. A little
Yeah.
tricky there, eh?
Strike throw mix-ups are like
Oh.
one of the key mix-ups in MK11, and I think he really excels at it.
Great. Another
yes,
throw for
And
the
he's got
character.
the puppet, which is my favorite thing. But
Yes.
we're not getting into that yet.
And one more move is his back three, which is a low. He can hit confirm into stuff. It's unsafe, but it can also complement his overhead. He can hit confirm.
That's a
if he
quick
wants to stay
overhead.
safe.
I don't like
It's-
that. That scares me.
It's not like the best low in the game, but it gets the job done. I think it's pretty good.
And I love the flare there at the
Yeah,
end.
oh,
He does
yeah.
a nice little spin.
Yes,
We
Yeah.
are still having sound issues.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
I think my favorite is probably his down four, just because of that. Ta-da! He's so happy, and his hop
That's what we're
attack.
talking about too. Like that's the showmanship, the
Yes.
layout there.
So let's get
Sub-Zero
into
mount
special
flashbacks
moves.
a little
He has
bit.
three in his default loadouts that he'll always have.
Let's come back to us real quick. We're gonna chat and we're just gonna turn it up a little bit. The fans in the chat are asking for a little more up on the,
Okay.
a couple up on the sound. Sorry about the sound today, everybody. We tested it all out, and now it's just kind of going through our board oddly. So we're just trying to get it all fixed
Do you
right
think
now.
this is good?
Maybe one more. In
Maybe
each of
one
those.
more. Yeah.
We're gonna do the best we can for you today. You'll have Joker in your hands very soon,
Tuesday.
which is exciting.
How
Tuesday.
soon is it, Tyler?
Very soon.
All right. But I mean, everybody can hear me fine, right? That's the important thing.
That's the
I-
thing.
You can hear
Auto
me.
shimmy,
That's the
great
thing I
range,
always
and
worry about,
50-50s.
is being able to hear
I mean, I knew he would be powerful from the get-go, but he hasn't come out yet, so like, don't
Probably is.
freak
I don't
out
think
about it,
Derek's being
right?
Too quiet has ever.
Ever
Never
really
been
been a
said.
problem.
Never been said.
All right, let's go real quick.
Give him the
through
benefit of the
special
doubt.
moves.
Okay.
Let's try this again.
So
Get some feedback.
First is Batsy Poo, where he pulls out his Batman puppet, and the gun shoots.
Might be one of the best.
It's
I mean, things we've. I mean, this
Pretty
is
cool.
just-
This is one of the things where the designer shows you early a concept.
Too
like
late
that, and
freaking
you're
out.
like,
Okay.
This
Let's
might,
see how this works.
Like, yeah, this is.
Like, the overhead looks
How
fast.
did I get this job? This is amazing.
It's also one of those things that when you see a trailer and you see how all the fans react and the
Yeah.
players react, and they pick out that one thing and they're like, the bat gun is incredible.
So he has a couple things he can do besides just shoot it. He can actually hold it, and he'll do his impression and talk to Batman.
Well, yeah, because he's crazy. He's got to talk to Batman.
Then you can release it at any time. Or you
That's
can
kind of a
amplify
nice
it.
touch.
He shoves this rocket in his mouth, and then he actually gets a pop-up, and he can do a combo.
That's pew. Love him.
I love it. He
That's
also
kinda
has
neat.
multiple things he can say, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different lines. of
I
that.
like I am the knight.
Yeah. I'm the nut.
So then he has Bird Boy Beatdown. He runs forward. It's an overhead. The meter burn is super cool.
That looks
So
like
this
a
has a
quick
crushing
overhead.
blow. If he has done the amplified one 3 times, it'll be loaded. I gotta do one more.
Okay.
Now it's loaded. And the next time you do it, you will get big, beefy damage without having to amplify it.
Oh. Right on the side of the head. That's nice.
So while normally he doesn't really have big combo launchers with his special moves, that'll allow him to do like pretty much combo damage anyway.
Right.
Then lastly,
Interesting.
he has this Jack in the Box. You can hold it as long as you want, and then release it. And I think this is best used in your block strings.
Okay, explain.
So you can do,
There's like a better
Release
version
it.
of Shang
and
Tsung's
this
thing.
is usually safe, if not like +1, just literally neutral.
And it's pushing him back a little bit.
Yes, that's a very good point. He can also amplify it. I think if it crouch blocks, it's actually plus. It's pretty much, if you do a string, you see they block it. You don't
There's a lot
wanna
of
do one
pushback
beat
on
down,
that
you
though,
can
so I
do
wouldn't worry
this.
about that being
And you can
plus.
do different things. Like you could do just this really quickly. You can do the full string.
Yeah, I wouldn't want chattering
amplify
teeth to be
all
in the
the
Hold
turn
it
of
for a
variation.
second.
Yeah, hold it for a long time. You basically mix it up, and the opponent has to guess if they're going to interrupt, if they're going to block, is it going to be punishable, or one of the more neutral ones because you're crouch blocking. It's basically just a setup, mix-up tool to do when the opponent blocks your stuff. And
Sure.
there'll also be stuff where, like,
Just to keep you safe.
yes.
Basically.
Or you can do stuff where, like,
Yeah,
you
there
knock
might be a
them
flawless
down,
block
and
out
as long as
there.
you don't think they're going to wake up.
Well, technically,
Go
it'd be a
into it,
guess on the flawless
and then
block.
you can bait
Oh,
out
when they're
their
going to
wake-up
release it,
attacks,
right?
all that kind of good stuff.
I feel as if it's necessary to do the sounds every time he does it.
Yes. It also, the most important thing is he plays the song.
Yes, it is.
Who cares about plus frames when you have that song?
Right.
It's great. It's great.
So-
Cool. What else we got?
Let's go into his throws.
All right. Tyler, always a huge fan of the throws.
Throws.
That's
Whenever we have a
hard to
new
watch.
character that the designers are making, I always go, and throws
Same.
get put
Are
in.
the
Kind
throws in?
but the throws get kind of put in later sometimes.
Yes.
So I'm always sad because it's like the throws aren't in yet. And
Right.
The character can look amazing. I'm like, oh, but no throws. Okay, I'll be back
No
later.
throws, Yep. All right.
So his forward throw has a crushing blow, but it actually has an interesting crushing blow requirement. It's not the usual one, and it's tied to his fatal blow. So let's go straight to that.
Oh, before we go there too, let's talk about that. Front and back crushing blows from throws.
Yes.
Only do one a game now.
Yes, only one a game.
That's a
So
nice
that's-
switch. That was a nice
That's
switch.
a
I like
pretty
that.
big balance change for characters that had both those. I
Right.
think it's still, I think there's still some of the best crushing blows to have,
Sure.
but for like Sindel, Baraka, that's pretty big.
Okay, now.
Yep.
So his fatal blow is he pulls out the Jack in the Box and comes out. He can also hold it, and he can actually cancel it, similar to Johnny Cage.
Interesting.
And that allows him to actually,
Wonder, that looks like a pretty
On
quick
the
cancel.
pressures.
exactly, or he can actually get combos.
That looks really fast cancel.
So this is tied to his throw.
Might actually be plus.
Oh.
That will trigger if the fatal blow is on cooldown. So what you could do is
Oh, that's interesting.
exactly cancel, and then you have an awesome strike progressing game.
That's cool.
You're either going to get a strike into big
Oh,
damage,
so you could do a block
crushing
string,
blow.
So you could literally
cancel
full
it.
screen on somebody, just cancel it, and then like walk them down for 8 seconds.
Look how quick that
That would be
cancel
a
is,
very
though. Like
long
that's a
walk, but
sick
yeah.
cancel
Or, like,
to go in.
you know, in a
you
way
can
that's
just
not,
cancel,
like,
go right
you
into a
can do it,
throw.
like even 5 feet away from, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
just do
Holy
it.
shit.
And now you have that mind game with it.
Exactly. Like you could do.
Don't know if you're
And
smacking
then-
your desk or
Are
something,
you
but
going
it's
to
coming
finish
up
combo?
really
Are you
loud.
going for a
Oh.
throw?
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I don't
So
think
that
so.
just makes his throw game all the more better.
I'm just
when
sitting
he's
here.
On,
Cooldown.
cooldown.
Yep. That's an ingenious use of crushing blow. I love
Yeah,
that.
when I saw that requirement first, I'm like, I don't get it. What are we going for? And then it's, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's actually really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go into variation 1 moves. So these are the variation moves. And this one is based
maybe I
on
was.
Batsy Poo. So
just
the first
tapping
thing
it.
is he
Like,
can
look,
actually
here, just
cancel
tapping it.
Batsy Poo. Unlike a lot of cancels, this one actually doesn't cost stamina. And I don't think this one's about block pressure as much as it is faking you out with zoning.
Right.
Because you can hold it, amplify it, or actually just throw
Throw
it
it
down.
away, yeah.
The second thing he gets is a parry.
You know I love parries.
Oh, he gets a
yeah.
parry.
So, regular, he slaps you in the face with it.
That's
If you
funny.
amplify it,
Gonna
he gets
pop
a
up.
pop up.
Right into the cane.
Interesting.
And then, lastly, this is awesome. He puts it on the ground. If you amplify it, he gets 4 shots. And this is a pretty awesome zoning tool. It's a low, which you can also use in mix-ups.
Right.
It's a big pushback tool, and it's actually a pretty big chunk of damage.
It's also 4 shots, so like reflects don't have a.
That's a
good deal
great
with it.
point. Yeah. You can see it's pretty good damage. Now, if they jump it,
Counting to
you
4
are
with
in a
Joker.
lot of trouble. He's gonna have a bad day.
Well, like you're literally kneeling down to put it down.
Yeah,
and set it
you
up.
can like walk behind him, go into your idle animation, get out of it, and then combo him. Like
Yeah.
he's probably gonna get sent to Arkham if you jump it.
Sure.
But then that would obviously set up like a lot of his great uppercut. Yeah, I didn't show that. It's awesome. And it can just keep the opponent away if you just want to use his mid-range footsie stuff. So I think that's variation 1, which, as I said a while ago, a little bit of zoning, and then it actually helps with his mix-ups.
There's
too.
some good zoning tools, but I
He
don't
has the
see how they really work well
He's also
together.
very,
They look a little bit slow.
Betsy Pugh. he's
But-
probably low profiling stuff too, right? So you can't
Oh,
like,
that's a great point.
you know what I mean? So he's
Yeah.
he's down there on the ground, so you can't hit him with projectiles. You probably have to teleport or something like that to get to him.
That's actually a great point, and yeah, so that really helps with the damage. So if he's in a projectile war and it's someone with a high projectile, like they're gonna lose like 20% if he's right,
Right.
on the low
But
bat
doing that against a teleporter is just you're dead.
right.
Yeah.
Like this variation, probably not the best against like Scorpion.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's go to variation 2, which is the interesting, I would say the setup character, the weirdos variation.
This is the one that
this
I'm
is
into.
how
I like
my
setup
Joker
characters.
will
I'm not good with them, but I like playing them.
This costume.
He is ready for the ball.
And you know
Oh,
what my
that's
favorite
cool.
part is, oddly, and this is very minute, it's the white around the cane.
Yes.
It just
same-
adds a level of class to it.
Yes.
So tell us, because we call this one Classic Clown.
Yes.
How would you talk about this variation?
I would say this is your weird setup one. If you like plus frames and weird, I knock them down in the corner and then I do this setup, I think this is going to be the one you like.
Okay.
Probably
kinda
if
what
you
I'm
played,
into.
like the Injustice Joker, like, or if you're like a creative player, and you're like, yeah, show me the setups. I think this is going to be the one.
Okay.
So in this variation, he gains 2 new moves, and they're Jack in the Box based. The first is he puts the Jack in the Box on the ground and it shoots up in the air. And this is
That could be a good
an
anti-air.
anti-air tool.
Yeah.
So he predicts you're going to jump, puts it down, then he's going to get combos. Now, it does not have a hitbox on the way down, but if you amplify it, it does. And now it becomes a space control tool.
Oh, I can. My mind's already going crazy with things on that.
Block,
Right.
and that's going to allow you to get the gun out, go in with forward 2, go in with forward 1.
Also, like, it's very tricky because
My variation
you
buzz
don't
off.
notice the flash. They look
Yes.
the same.
Yeah, the difference is he actually has a light on the head as it's coming down, but it's very subtle.
Right. So you really have to pay attention.
It also has a close, medium, and far.
Directable.
And you actually have a pretty tight pop-up window if you do it up close. The second move he gets is he kicks the Jack in the Box on the ground, and I think this is going to be your setup tool because it
Oh,
is
my
actually
dog loves this one.
big time advantage on block.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what I was thinking.
now
Yeah,
these
option
are
select
very
wake
easy to
ups.
interrupt, but if you condition the opponent with all your different stuff, they're going to want to block, and that's going to set up doing the low one. And on hit,
Oh, so you get a second hit if
pops
you
up for a
amplify it.
combo.
Oh, that's stupid.
Does it?
It does if
I
you're
don't know.
not
I
really
don't know.
bad. Now, that move is too slow to combo off like his normals and stuff, but for setups, it's going to be awesome. Like,
Gotcha.
you can put that on the ground and beta wake up.
My dog
attack.
is a lab
You can do it with
spaniel
block
cross.
strings.
Like the
It's-
size
it's
of a
gonna
lab
have,
with like
a
the
lot
kind of
of
wavy
uses.
ears. He's
It's also
cute.
just super fun to use.
You know, I mean, you can bait out wake up attacks too with it because like they'll armor through it, but you're gonna lose some
Exactly.
meter that way. So there's definitely like the mind games with how we react on knockdown too as an
Yeah,
opponent.
I
So,
think the
This
creative
one
players
looks
are
really
gonna like
fun.
this
Yep.
one. And lastly, we have the variation that I use. And one thing I think is cool about them is
Comic
you can
relief.
see these are all quite different. Like, I think
I
his
also
normal
like my
attacks
dog.
are like pretty straightforward and
Right.
simple to use. The special moves are where he really gets unique.
this is the one you said earlier.
That's a
that I-
wacky outfit.
Yes, this is the one I play. This is the one where this is the opposite of the last one. You're like, I don't care. I don't even know what plus frames are, and I'm not playing the tutorial. I want to do combos.
Right.
YOLO Joker.
And this outfit,
Awesome.
the feathers are so awesome. So this one, he loses Bird Boy Beatdown, which means he loses his overhead, but he gains bigger range, and if you amplify it, big combos.
Wow.
So now he confirms this, and he's gonna get pretty beefy damage.
That is, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Two bars.
It also has,
You never knew
Fatal
I had a
blow.
dog? What? Retro.
if this is a counter hit at max
I'm
range,
shocked. Just tweeted out a picture of him like a
I
couple
love
weeks ago.
the brass knuckles.
yes,
on
I
the-
love
the
that it has
boxing
a brass
gloves.
knuckles.
It's just like you got to think about when he's inventing those. That it's like they're padded gloves, but no, let's just make the gloves metal then.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
But he's the
That's-
Joker, and
that's crazy.
he's an absolute psychopath. So
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think this complements everything. This complements his parry if you want to make your own loadout. It complements his fatal blow if he cancels it. This definitely gives him pretty big damage. Like in the corner, he can actually amplify it twice, and you can end in like corner combos and stuff. Like I've seen
Corner comms, right?
Quarter comes.
off his Fatal Blow cancel, I saw literally a 50% combo. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah. So the other
I
thing
was
he
gonna
gets,
say, what else does he get? What else?
he gets. This is really fun. This gas canister.
Harkening back to his victory.
Okay, well that just looks
That's
like it
right,
takes
I didn't
forever.
think of that. What was that?
That was him shaking the can because he was in front of the camera. Remember?
Okay, yes. So you can actually hold this down. This is as fast as it can be.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was gonna
Or
say
you
because
can
that
hold
doesn't
it.
take forever.
And anytime you can amplify it, and it'll actually pop them up. So
Okay,
the
that
idea would
looks
be,
cool.
Like knock them down, do it. They try to jump over it, and that the pillar of flume goes up, and it'll anti-air them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they jump, you let it rip.
Nope,
Oops.
nope.
That was not good.
Nope. Nope.
Mashing
You know what?
buttons.
It's the theme of the day.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I feel like Joker's
Hey.
sabotaging us.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
all good.
Joker
Okay.
has definitely sabotaged portions of the stream today.
Or you let it go, and then if they don't immediately step in it, it now does dot damage.
Well, and
So-
also, just real quick to point out, like, can you get closer to Johnny? Like, right about here. Like, you can see how much that flame goes out. So you don't
Yes.
actually have to be right next to him.
Right,
It
it's a
actually kind of
really big
advances on its own, too. Because it's liquid, and that's what liquid does.
Scientists.
What's up, Aquatic?
So this is a good thing for like maybe there's some cool stuff you can do in the corner and things
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, and I think the amplified one is great. Like so many times.
That's why we play PS4.
They're always like, "Oh my god, that still hit me."
Right.
I've never played against a jumpy opponent. Never once.
Wow.
Well,
Those are lies. Those are lies. I'm lying. I'm lying.
I would say that is Joker. I think, like I said, I think he can be very straightforward and very simple. You can just forward one, forward two, throws, big combos, a little bit of space control with the puppet. Or if you want, I think variation 2 is going to be pretty interesting. And he has a couple moves you saw in the trailer that we didn't show. We only showed 3.
Right. Really cool stuff with the Joker. Definitely excited to see kind of where Joker fits into the meta. It's always fun throwing a new character in to see how they kind of
Yes.
disrupt the current meta and what things are happening. So that's always awesome. So
I also think I would overall say he's pretty simple to play, but it looks like he's more complicated than he is, which is great because you look smarter than you are when you're playing.
it's good. Love characters like that, I
Yeah.
think. Maybe.
I don't know.
Derek, do we have anything else about the Joker?
Do we want to show his second fatality at all, or
You want to get that set up while we do
Yeah.
birthday shout
I
outs?
think we've seen this.
what's
fatality,
that you
haven't we?
say, Tyler?
I'm actually liking birthday shout outs more lately.
Yeah.
Really? You've turned the corner?
Well, this is our last birthday shout-outs.
That's all-
JK.
All I had to do was say that I liked them.
Yeah. Anything you like, I just want to get rid of.
Where's
All
my
right,
birthday
so
shout out?
here we go. We've got Anthony, Team Aquarius. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Uncle Tactus, aka Sue Giggity. All right.
Okay.
MK Jasper, and our friend Honeybee. Happy birthday, Honeybee.
Yeah.
Hannah Evers, Scott Quinn, Rich Carl, Eric Zalas, the Brutality Master Brian LeBaron, and my wife Candace.
Oh, that's
Love
great.
Candace.
Yeah, I actually forgot her and had to write her in.
All right, so Kyle, see you later,
Did you
man.
remember a present?
Derek Kurtzik reminds me of the guy who's trying to be like your cool uncle. You
Should
know?
we talk later?
The guy doesn't have kids, just trying to be your cool uncle.
You want to stay over? Cool. Awesome. So happy birthday to everybody. Thanks for continuing to watch the Kombat Cast. Let's take a look. Oh, right. Got to finish it off. Got to. Excellent. Exclamation point. All right, let's take a look at the fatality, huh?
Just FYI, there's an audio component to it.
Yep.
So we might not be
Yes.
able to hear it. So let's all be very quiet.
Sure.
Okay, let's be quiet. Be nice if they turn the volume up. I wonder if that's like a throwback to Quan Chi's like MKDA fatality.
Nailed it.
That was awesome. We're putting that up on our social soon too, as well.
I love the little hop dance he does as he walks up to them.
Yes.
He's so fun.
All
Just to
show.
give all this,
All
all
show.
just the show stuff. Remember, we do have our Final Combat coming soon. More information about that on our social coming soon as well.
Can't
It's going to
wait.
be very exciting for that.
Yes.
Last chance?
Last chance qualifiers right
I mean,
before
that,
then.
that is the most exciting nothing is more intense.
It's super fun to watch. So we'll have more information about times and dates coming soon, of course. There's nothing.
You gonna be there?
I'll be there.
You gonna be there?
Of course.
I'm thinking about it.
Cool.
I gotta check my calendar.
Yeah, just you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So awesome. We're very excited about that. Anything else before we take off?
I mean, did you want to fight at all?